Hi guys, Ronda Winstead here, aka Ronda without an H. Now you're going to see two intros to this video because Miss Wonderful with not a whole lot of brains at times, that would be me. I completely forgot a huge segment that I wanted to share with you, so I will do that now. We are making bullet journals for 2021. I hope you will be joining with. But I want to share with you, I am super excited. Susie is going to join me on this journey. She is Creative Cafe Girl, and she and I have been collaborating back and forth. And we're just, we're going to have some fun with this, and we hope you will absolutely join us. Doesn't matter what your style is, get a book and come and play along. And I also want to give a shout out to Barbara with 49 Dragonflies. She is also someone who has been doing the altered books a lot, and she has done 2020, and I've visited with her, and so I want to give a shout out. Go check out her channel. She does just lovely work. So join Susie and Barbara and I and whoever else is doing this together, and let's just have a great time. Now I'm going to shut this off, and then you're going to see my hands again, and I'm going to start all over. All right, guys, I love you. Hi, guys. Ronda Winstead here. Okay, so today we are working on getting ready for 2021 in my bullet journal, and I have finished my September through December, and I will just quickly do just a quick little flip through here. I didn't have any real amazing epiphany as to what I wanted to do, and so I just kind of played a little bit using some different papers and some different calendar printouts, and I will put the link down below. They are from www.printablepaper.net, but I think in 2021 at some point I'm going to come up with my own, and then I can make that available for you too if you want to do whatever it is, something similar that I'm doing. But I use a combination of stickers and papers and washi tape and images and fabrics and lace. And now you can see definitely that in this monthly calendar I had changed from this one. I liked the idea of it not being so big, giving me some room around. And I think that in October are some of my favorite journaling spreads. Just, the little collaging around my weekly tasks and whatnot, just because the colors and the mushrooms and everything, just really fun, adding the lace and different things. And then in November, and if you haven't gone through my other videos, I'd just let you know that I went ahead and purchased a printable and had it sized to where I could pretty much just use the printable. I was super busy. I wanted to keep up with my journal, the bullet journal, my tasks and whatnot, to keep me going, and just to follow through and not give up and not quit. But I had to have it easy, and so that's what I did. And then in December, I went ahead and did something very similar, using my pages to make them smaller. But I also, in December, I had fun doing some collaging, adding a little bit more. The papers were gorgeous by themselves, but I do like a lot of goodies. A lot of eye candy. And so you can see here what I did. And here we are on my last week. And I smudged. I had my my sponge dauber in my finger, and I was flipping, and I didn't realize that I was marking up my page, so it looks dirty, but oh well. Just adding little bits here and there. So I will finish this out, and this goes through January 3rd. And so my new bullet journal will start with January 4th in the new year. And then I just had a few little pages left over, so I did some sweet little collaging on that. And then I just did kind of a synopsis that I wrote. This was on Christmas Eve. And then I had these cute little bookmark that I had planned on using, and I didn't. And I just thought, well, we'll just pretty up that page. And then here's the end. So I'm really happy with this. And I really think that I don't want to do anything to this. I love it as it is. And as you can see, it worked well. It didn't alligator mouth. So I'm really happy. Now, on to the new year. Let's put that one aside. I had decided that I would use another Reader's Digest, and then I got looking at some of my books, and I came across this one that I picked up at an old library sale, Rags of Glory. I've not read the book, but I liked it because it's old, and these pages are glued, but as you can see, it was torn apart. So I have to do a little bit of work to make this work for me. This was copyrighted in 1963, and these pages are really quite sturdy. If I didn't need to cover up torn out pages, I think I could get away with just one page. But I will go ahead and rip pages out and then glue 2 pages together to create, the pages for my journal. So the first thing that I have to do is I've got to get this back, and I thought that I might as well, since this is coming apart, that maybe I will split that, finish taking the book out, and then I will go ahead and I'm going to paint this one because I'm not in love with this cover at all. But I love the size. I love the fact that it's glued and that this can turn into, an amazing journal. And I do love this, the rough, how some of the old books have this sort of a rough decollage type. So let's get started. Let's do that. And you can kind of be thinking about what you want to do to get your book ready. I will just, let's see. I don't know if you can see this. I am pulling this apart because I don't want to tear or cut my spine apart. I am just cutting where it comes together Okay, so we'll set that aside for the moment, and well, I'll have to figure out what to do with that, but for now I want to go ahead and I will gesso and then pick a paint color that I want. And notice I've got this frayed ear here too. So what I will do with that, and I have these Tim Holtz little corner Andy thingies. Corner angles is what they're called. Corners, angles, to cover that up. But before I do that, I'm going to put a bunch of glue in there and let that kind of stiffen up, and put the paint and stuff in there too. So it will be stiffer when I put these on. Okay, so I have to decide what color I want to go with, and I shall be back. Okay, I have acrylic gesso. This is Master's Touch. I believe I bought this in Hobby Lobby. And I have a bit of freezer paper underneath me to catch the drips and extra. I don't want that to go on my mat board. So I am just covering this, and obviously there will be more than one coat on here. So I still haven't quite decided what color I want to do this. I love most all colors depending upon the season. In the fall, I absolutely love the browns and golds and reds and oranges and, you know, all of those things. During the spring, I love the pastels. Summers, I love the brilliant blues and pinks and reds and, you know, I mean, there's really not a color that I don't like. I don't think. Okay. And this cover it's actually had obviously a lot of wear. It seems a bit more fragile. So when I put the book back together, I think I will put some Tyvek or some type of paper, you know, heavier, or fabric to help with that, to sturdy that up just a little bit. So, did you have a wonderful holiday season? If you celebrate, or if not, has the weather made it possible for you to accomplish the good things that you would like to accomplish? I know holidays can be amazing, and they can also be very lonely. So I just want you guys to know I love you. And I hope that your 2021 will be a fabulous year. I hope that we will all be really ready for whatever life has got for us in store. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry, and then I will be back. Okay, I have been going ahead off camera and giving this a second coat of the gesso, and I will just finish this up here, and then we're going to let that dry, and then I will put a paint, a color. I suppose I could go with white, but that's not what I want to do. And if you'll notice, I'm covering the other way than what I did. I went up and down on the first coat, and now I am going side to side. Okay. So we'll let this dry some more, except on the spine. I continued to just do up and down on that. Okay, guys, so I will let this dry and we'll be back. We'll paint it up. Okay, now it's time to pick a paint. And I decided I might want to go kind of a blue for this one. I've got some metallics. I've got some regular. That could be or this. That's pretty. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's killing me. And I don't carry amazing paints or anything like that. I just do, and I'm just gonna go eeny meeny miny mo, catch a tigger. And I'm just gonna start. Let's just start, guys. Let's just start. This is kind of a beautiful, what is the color? Acrylic paint. Has no color. Aqua. I think that's actually quite pretty. And this I will give more than one coat. Let me move all these extra paints out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. This is just kind of fun, you guys, just to, I don't know, I'm not thinking too hard. I'm just like, okay, whatever. And if I don't like it, I can always paint over it, right? I mean, what's the worst thing that could absolutely happen? Is I just say this is just the most awful, awful thing I've ever created. And if it is, so what? So what? Alrighty. Let's just keep applying the paint here. And it, you know, if you're not altering or painting a cover or something of that nature, then you're going to be ready to go, of course, sooner than I am. This is going to be a couple of day process just because I want to give this plenty of time, you know, to dry and work well for me. But I kind of like that. I may or may not make my second coat a different color. We'll see. Because if I do that, then does that mean I have to second coat all of that, or would enough of this coat show through that it would look purposeful? You know, like I intended it to be that way. So we'll see. The sun is shining outside, you guys. I hope the sun is shining where you are living. If it's not shining outside, I hope it's shining in your heart. That you are feeling loved and feeling grateful and gratitude. I have found that being grateful is a tremendous, tremendous blessing. Okay, well, that's good for a first coat with the aqua. Let's see. Laguna. I may go with this as a second coat or around. I'm not sure. And I may go ahead and rub this one in with a cloth, you know, to kind of not give it definite lines. I may want to try that. We'll see. This is just playing. I'm just trying some different things. So get your book and start getting it prepared. I'll have to take a look and see how long this video's been. This may be the end of video 1, and the video 2 may be the finishing up of this and getting my cover done and ready to go. But in case this is the end of video 1, thank you for joining me and have a fabulous day. Till next video. Just know that I love you. If you're new, please consider subscribing. And I do have a playlist for new subscribers that you can know a little bit more about me. You can click on that and find out a little bit about me. And if you liked this, I would sure appreciate a thumbs up. It really does help my channel. And yeah, we will just continue. This is fun, guys. All right. Bye-bye now.